Ooh, look what we got. Looks like sushi's on the menu. So alone. Hello everybody, my name is Kree and I'm the modern day equivalent of a medieval jester. This video goes out to all of you, my free-to-play kings and queens. Yidhari is coming out soon, and by soon I mean Tuesday, or Wednesday, time zones. And I'm sure plenty of my content creator acquaintances and peers are going to be making pretty standard Yidhari videos talking about her with her performance with her best in slot team, that being Jafufu, Lucia, and that's gonna be great. And I was thinking to myself, well, what can I do to, you know, be different? Maybe give a different video for you guys to plan your polls around. And I thought, well, why don't I just make a video talking about her free-to-play options and playing her free-to-play teams? And that's exactly what I've been doing for the past week with Yidhari. I have been using her with free-to-play options, whether that be Okra, Kaleda, Panyanhu, Lycon, a bunch of stuff like that. I haven't tested her with her Winjin, I haven't tested her with Lucia or anything like that. Fully free-to-play, like I'm maxed out on this. So if you're looking for a video that has the perspective of someone who's been using her in a completely free-to-play sense, this is the video for you. Just a quick note, this footage is recorded on the Creator Experience server, so any and all gameplay is subject to change and take it with a grain of salt. Have a great video. Fucking blow my brains out. Enjoy the video. Bye. Anyways, so, when I said free-to-play, I meant free-to-play. So for her, she's M0W0. Her build is very normal. There is nothing too excessive here. The HP is kind of low. Crit rate, crit damage is kind of low. But for her Winjin, I've actually noticed that Monotoes is very good for her. So the fire damage is completely negated. Obviously, this ice character does not do fire damage. But her HP does decrease a lot, so that's a free 24% crit rate. So I've been using Monoto's Winjin on her. And then for our two teammates that I found the best success with, the best successful team I've found is Lycon and Panyanhu. Lycon is actually really good with Yidhari. And I think that's, like, Lycon's just the GOAT. He literally makes every ice team so, like, accessible. But for Lycon, it's a pretty standard build. If I can find the furry. Oh, he's hiding from me. Or I scrolled, there he is. I'm just running 4-piece King of the Summit, 2-piece energy regen. You could run impact, but I just did it for more energy. And then a signature. And then for his build, just 50 crit rate for the set bonus, and that's about it. For Panyanhu, it's pretty normal as well. I don't have a lot of experience with the guy because I don't use him. I don't like the slow-moving, like, bear Thyrans. I don't use either of them. I hate them. But he is very good at being a free-to-play option. So if you have him and you haven't built him and you have no plans of getting Lucia or you missed out on her, he's a very good option for Yidhari or any Rupture character in general. He gives a lot of sheer force. For his build, I just have him on 4-piece Astral Voice, 2-piece energy with his signature. You could probably get better performance if you were using Caesars, but we're doing free-to-play, so no. Time for a quick kit explanation. Pressing her normal attack 3 times will heal her 10% HP. You can hold down her normal attack, which will continuously take HP, and then she can charge it up to 3 levels, let it go, and spin like Piper. Yeah, he's so aggressive. During the spin attack, she can also auto-parry attacks, and she has damage reduction. Nothing special about her dodge. It's a dodge. And the follow-up, it does damage. So, yeah. Her EX is just a normal standard damaging move, but if you're holding your charge and you get hit, it turns into a parry where you do an upward smack and then a downward smack. Her chain attack is, it damages, it does that, it for sure does that. While the enemy is stunned, you can immediately use the parry effect without needing a parry. So it's a nice damage move during stun windows. Yidhari's ultimate is charged mainly from her losing HP as opposed to doing normal attacks. While you still get decibels from doing normal attacks, a majority of her decibel gain is going to be gotten from losing HP, which is very interesting. Speaking of her ultimate, it's only charged whenever she goes into her Ether Veil state. So if you saw there, I had 3000 decibels, but I couldn't use it until I got into this state. Thankfully, you do get in the Ether Veil state quite a bit with her. Her ultimate has a beautiful animation, no really special effects, just a whole lot of ice damage. Her core skill is pretty simple. She does sheer ice damage all the time. Whenever she enters the battlefield, she gets 60 adrenaline. Whenever her HP falls below 50%, she gets a buff up to 100% damage. Once her HP is restored to 50%, the 100% bonus retains for about 5 seconds. Mentioned before, Yidhari gets fewer decibels from hitting enemies. Instead, she gets decibels when her HP decreases, with 1% HP granting up to about 10 decibels. Her additional is stun support. Whenever her HP falls below 50, she gets 30 crit damage, and the damage taken is reduced by 25. Once Yidhari enters her Ether Veil, she will get the following effects. She will be able to deal extra damage using her basic attack or EX special. It's the 3 tentacles that spawn in. It triggers every 12 seconds. And then that's also considered EX special damage. So her EX, her ultimate, and her normal attack are probably the most important things to level up. Okay, so we'll be using Wandering Hunter, of course. It's the new Rupture boss. It's Fire Ice Week. It's going to be in her Deadly Assault rotation. For her buff, we're just using this new one specifically for her. Whenever they lose HP or they're below a certain HP, attacks ignore Ice Res, which isn't that important on this boss since it's already Ice Week. It's not that valuable. And then the Ether Veil, you get crit damage and sheer damage. That's pretty normal. And like I said, for her team, it's going to be Yidhari, Penyon-Hu, and the furry butler Lycon. And then for Bang Boos, I'm just using Shark Boo. I can't really think of another one. Maybe like the Excalibur, since you have one Rupture character, but Ice Boo is better because you can get the Ice Anomaly, which gives you extra crit damage. So Yidhari's a little different from other Rupture characters currently. She's very burst damage DPS orientated, but she can still be played heavily on field. What I found is you can hold your normal attack to charge your hammer, and then you can let it go and swap to a different character, and she'll still stay on field for a little bit longer. Goddamn. Lycon is actually really nice for that, just for the fact that Lycon like really lends himself pretty heavily to more burst DPS characters since he's so on-fieldy and so defensive assist orientated that you can just constantly swap back and forth. Penyon-Hu is a nothing burger. He gives sheer force and sheer damage, and then you forget about him. That's about it. But like I said, the fight's gonna start pretty simple. Hold your spin, wait for him to do something, and then we're just gonna keep swapping back and forth, and then once you're back on Yidhari, hold the spin, let go, spin, get a buff set up maybe with the panda, hold it again. Wow, he does not want to do anything, does he? I was about to say, where are the defensive assists, my guy? Basically, we're just trying to get this boss down as fast as possible. Okay, so once we get down to this stun phase, I messed up. But you're going to hold down normal attack, you're going to spin, press her E, and that's going to do her enhanced, and then you can swap to another character, she'll do her smash, and then you can get another chain. Then you can just press her ult and burst her down. Dump all your energy, all your decibels, everything like that, hold down charge, and rinse and repeat. Pretty simple. She's not like too complicated, but she does have a lot of fun utility in her kit. Like that definitely did not need to be there. Like, you can tell the devs really cared about this kit, which I can feel, I can appreciate the effort that went into Yidhari. I think she's very fun. I think if you are lacking in ice characters, she definitely is a very good pick. If you have Miyabi, maybe not as much, but there's been a lot of like, what's it called? Like anti-anomaly in a lot of the newer like agents like bosses, so you might just find it better to not pick up Miyabi and maybe go for Yidhari instead. I know that that might get me murdered, but I'm not much of a Miyabi fan anyways, so don't know what to tell you. But yeah, that's her main rotation right there, is just using her enhanced to start the chain, swapping onto a different character over and over. You might lose your stun window pretty fast, but those enhanced charge attacks and her chain are pretty strong. But with a free-to-play team, I have noticed pretty decent performance. Like, this is all M0W, like W0, which Lycon has his signature, but standards with their Wingens, I don't really count towards like the cost of a team. So it's what, 1 cost, which is not bad at all. We should be able to get 1 more stun window in here. And then swap. One to her. And then we're going to do that one as fast as possible because we need all the stun window possible for this ult. Thankfully, her ult does come out very fast. Like you saw that was almost immediately. And Panion who ult, because why not? I don't know. Healing, go, I guess. I don't want to be in the corner, let me out. But yeah, she is pretty fun, especially like she's one of those characters where you don't need a lot of investment. There's there's plenty of free-to-play options for her that, like, you don't have to pull Jafufu if you don't want to. Sure, your score is going to be impressively higher, but to clear in Deadly Assault, you just need 20k. Of course, there's like the bragging rights of like, oh, I full killed the boss, but a lot of these bosses being designed now aren't designed to be killed at M0W1 anyways. So sometimes it's more fun just to get more characters than to invest in like a very premium team. And I think this is one of those teams that really shows that. I think the highest score I've been able to get with this team is 28k on this boss, which again isn't like, oh my god, that's so impressive, this character is the best ever. But she's a free-to-play queen. She works. Like, she works with Pulchra Panion Who, she works with Lycan Pulchra, she works with Kaleda Panion Who. She has free-to-play accessible teammates, and I think that is super awesome. She's not the best at it, but she's fun, and that's great. Honestly, for free-to-play's sake, it is a blessing that Monito's Wingen exists. It is a very easy thing to get to happen with her. The HP decrease, as long as you're doing all of her attacks, the uptime is pretty consistent. It's not 100%, but it is 100, like it's there when it matters, pretty much, which is really nice. Her signature, very good for her, of course. Gives you HP shear damage, gives you crit rate. It's nice. It's a very nice stat stick. And Wingens aren't as bad to pull for as in other Hoyo games, but it's not super necessary. So if you are just aiming for free-to-play Yidhari, so just 1 copy of her, and then maybe you're saving for Dailin, Banyue, Ye Shuangguang, the virtual idols that just got revealed, so if anybody's excited for that, happy for you. If you just want to pick up an M0 copy and use her with Lycan Panion Who, Pulchra Panion Who, anything like that, she works, and I think that's what's most important to a lot of the players. They want to know how she is at M0W0. So I'm very happy that I thought of this idea, I ran it by the community, and they were interested in it. So if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate a like, comment, subscribe, anything like that. Let me know your pulling plans, I'd love to hear. Have a great day, y'all.